All right, welcome back to PNC's News Now. Now we have Miss Joanna O with weather. What's going on with weather?
So before talking about weather, let me put it up front. You don't need to bring umbrellas around this week. So earlier today, I was talking with my sister who is from China.
Oh,
yeah,
not Rebecca.
Not
a
Rebecca,
different
the
sister.
first one, Deborah. And she said, Joanna, I don't care if you're doing weather or not. I don't care about your, temperatures. I don't care about wind speed. I was like, what? And she goes, the only thing I care about is whether I need to bring my umbrella in the morning or not. Well, so to answer her, as well as many other viewers who would wonder the same question, the answer is no, you don't need to bring umbrellas this week. The National Weather Service says we're looking at pretty dry weather throughout the week. There is a fragmented shoreline near the Pagan Island, and there could be a sudden movement of weather maker, but as of now, it seems very, very, very unlikely. Take a look. Expect partly cloudy with isolated showers tonight, mostly sunny with isolated showers tomorrow, and then partly cloudy with isolated showers starting tomorrow night and throughout Thursday. Winds will blow towards east with speed of 15 miles per hour for all 3 days forecast. As you can see, temperatures will vary around 76 to 88 for both on Guam as well as on Saipan. And before I go, I was asked to introduce the Saturday night bingo winner from last week. Ready? Not yet.
No,
We gotta sing the bingo song. Ready?
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, 4. B-I-N-G-O. 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 And bingo was his name. Okay, we're now ready. So last week's bingo winner, the title of any line division goes to Rosalia Quichacho of town CP.
You want me to say the names?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you can say the right. I'll stick with the names.
CP goes for Chalapago for your information. Big X division winner will be
Michelle Cruz of Gigo.
And lastly, the amazing, unbelievable blackout winner of the last week's bingo is
Miss Glenda Perez from Zotnya.
Congrats to all 3 winners. To join Saturday Night Bingo, pick up your cards today at any ITNE or Sorensen Media Group location.
All right, thanks, Joanna. So, Joanna, did you hear explosions or any sirens today around Guam at all? No. Okay. Well, don't worry. If you did hear it, it is just an exercise. And here's PNC's Betsy Brown to explain what was going on.
Yes, Janella, there was more than one explosion on island today as local and federal agencies participated in Contra y Peligro, but it was all just an exercise. It was just an exercise, but an explosion in Agania today triggered a chain of response from local and federal agencies participating in Contra y Peligro. The explosion happened across from the U.S. District Court, and it turns out there was a lot more to the scenario than just that, as U.S. Marshal Frank Leon Guerrero explains.
That detonated prior to a suspect running across the street, and we identified him to be an active shooter, dropped a suspicious package in front of the building. We secured the building and apprehended the active shooter. Inside the
court, everyone sheltered in place while marshals secured the front of the building and other agencies responded as well.
GFD would go ahead and extinguish the fires and also the safety across the street. And while that was going on, we had explosive ordnance disposal EOD requested through GPD that there was a suspicious package in front, and then also a perpetrator that was taken down.
Let me see your hands! Down! Walk, please.
But when multiple responders are called to a terroristic event, SD Cruz of Homeland Security says that sometimes results in officers having to verify who they are.
And it was kind of like not a showdown, but more like saying, hey, I'm a law enforcement personnel, lower your guns, but you have to be very careful. A lot of times, not a lot of folks know what the uniform of the day is or what they're wearing. So it's very, very crucial that law enforcement personnel have their badges and actually voice out that they're law enforcement.
If this were not an exercise, Marshal Leon Guerrero is confident the response would have been adequate.
In real life, that's how it's going to be. That's what you're going to be seeing, and everyone else coming together.
And the exercise continues tomorrow, so if you see an unusual amount of emergency responders out, it could just be a part of Contra E Peligro. Back to you, Janella.
All right, thanks, Betsy. Pretty cool stuff there. Well, once a midterm budget chair replacement, Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz is now ready to roll again as head of the 33rd Guam Legislature's Spending Committee. Today, Vice Speaker Cruz, as chairman of the Committee on Appropriation and Adjudication, announced his committee picks, starting with his choice for vice chairman, fellow Democrat Senator Frank Uggan Jr. 4 other Democrats made the list: Senators Tina Muñoz-Barnes, Dennis Rodriguez, Mike San Nicolas, and freshman Senator Narissa Britannia Underwood. From the Republican minority, Chairman Cruz selected Senators Tony Atta, Tommy Morrison, and newcomer Mary Torres. Speaker Judy Wonpat automatically becomes a member of the committee because she already holds the office of Legislative Speaker. And Guam will soon have a new helper in Washington on climate change. PNC's Washington correspondent Matt Kay reports Assistant Secretary for Insular Areas Esther Kiaina has created a new climate change post.
Guam native Kiaina says the new climate change coordinator, once hired, will work with island leaders to prepare for climate change impacts.
In particular, both Guam and the Northern Marianas, we are more impacted as a result of sea level rise, coral bleaching, as well as food security and freshwater resources.
So Kiaina argues better coordination is needed between her Office of Insular Affairs, the islands, and other federal agencies like NOAA.
So that we could more strategically identify collective efforts in which we can help the insular areas combat climate change.
Kiaina directed OIA to now consider climate change a top Obama administration issue when awarding grants, and to work with the islands to develop or strengthen existing climate plans.
I don't have climate adaptation plans by all. I have vulnerability assessments, for example, from the Northern Marianas, but we still have to work with them on a climate change plan. I know that Governor Calvo has been a leader because he's on the President's Climate Change Working Group. And so, and I know that they are about to release their climate change plan.
But it's not just climate change in isolation. Kiaina says there's overlap with other issues OIA is already working on: invasive species, emergency preparedness, infrastructure, and energy development. Kiaina says she's pushing for some new money for the effort to put together a comprehensive climate strategy, an issue she says she'll discuss directly with the governors at next month's Interagency Group on Insular Areas annual meeting here. On Capitol Hill, Matt Kay for PNC News.
And now Rizal Romanes joins us again. She attended the first groundbreaking ceremony of the year. Wait till you hear the name of the road that they're fixing.
If you're from Jigo, Asin, or Petey, you know better to dodge the cratered Marine Corps Drive. Worry no more, the governor says they will fix what residents call the Jaff-Jaff roads by May. I attended the groundbreaking ceremony this morning where mayors expressed their gratitude. Residents and mayors of Jigo, Asin, and Petey can now let out a happy sigh of relief as the horrible roads they've been dodging are now going to be fixed. A groundbreaking ceremony was held for the resurfacing and repair of Marine Corps Drive in Jigo, Asin, and Petey.
What the project will entail is we will take off the skid surface, which is about an inch in various parts, starting from Gajanary Road down to Iseng Song. And they'll resurface it with friction course.
The $600,000 project will begin next month and is expected to be completed by May.
Instead of it called Jaff-Jaff Road, we can call it back Route 1 where it belongs to be called.
Jigo Mayor Rudy Matanani knows the road all too well. He says he's thankful that the administration pushed forward with the plan.
One of the biggest things here is safety issue. At one day I got a call from a jogger that almost got hit by a passing car. That what we usually do, and I'm guilty of that too, is sway to the shoulder, and it's very, very dangerous. So I'm very, very thankful.
Governor Eddie Calvo says to look forward to more groundbreaking ceremonies throughout the year.
For all you mayors, once DPW has all this road paving equipment, we're going to focus on doing a lot of repairs on our village streets. So you anticipate a lot of improvements over these next few months and years ahead.
The project is fully funded by the Federal Highway Administration and has been awarded to Nipo Corporation. Rosel Romanes, PNC News.
All right, thanks, Rosel. Now, speaking of Jaff, we have Blake Watson coming up next. Right after this, stay tuned.